here from Homeschooling in the Pines. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing our book picks for the month of April. I am joining again April from The Simple Rugged Path, Lee from Creative Two-Time Mom, and also Lindsay from Bites of Memory. And we're just sharing with you all the books that we are going to be reading, books that we have in our morning basket or in our afternoon basket, or just books that we're sharing with our children. So the first thing I want to share, we are going to be reading this is the book that we're pairing with the Arrow Guide this month. It's from the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankenweiler. And we're pairing this one with an Arrow Guide from Brave Writer. The next, I have a stack of books here for a unit study that we're doing on the Holocaust, but most specifically on Anne Frank. Okay, so we are reading Who Was Anne Frank, and we're going through this. Would you read a chapter a day? My daughter has been getting really interested in learning about Anne Frank, about the Holocaust, and so she's going to be doing a little project on it. So we got Who Was Anne Frank. We got World War II hero Irina Sendler. And these books are really similar to the Anne Frank books, to the Who Were books. But I have learned that these ones are written by diverse authors, okay? So we have a lot of African-American authors, authors from other countries. So they have diverse authors for the World War II, the story of books, okay? I have here Hidden Like Anne Frank, 14 True Stories of Survival. I have Anne Frank Beyond the Diary. So these are a lot of pictures from Anne Frank's life. We learned that Anne Frank's dad loved to take pictures of the girls and their family. So A Tree in the Courtyard, looking through Anne Frank's window. This one is a picture book also about Anne Frank. We've been learning a lot about her, and like I said, my daughter's been very interested in just learning about her life and just being the same age as she was when she went into as my daughter is when she went into hiding, and so she just is making an impact on her. I'm going to be taking her to the Holocaust Museum in May. I have Hidden. This is a stories of children in the Holocaust, and this is a graphic novel. My daughter loves to read graphic novels, so I found this something that she can read on her own. And then I have Stone Angel, and this one's by Jane Jolene, and it's also stories from the Holocaust. Okay. The next stack of books that I have here we're studying fish in zoology right now. So I just got a couple books about ocean animals. This was called Monster Hunt, Exploring Mysterious Creatures by Jim Arnowski. I know some of them are not ocean animals, but some of the stories about Loch Ness Monster. Okay. Next one we have just the Encyclopedia of Fish. Just to look at extra, I feel like the science book that we have doesn't have a lot of pictures of the animals they talk about. So I got this book so we can have some extra pictures to look at. And some more information. We have The Most Amazing Creatures in the Sea. Also, just read more about fish and other sea animals. Next we have Shimmer and Splash, The Sparkling World of Sea Life. It's not just about fish in here. I know I talk about some mammals, but we have been reading about sharks and eels. These books are pretty cool. We have the opening flap here, so it's pretty neat. The next stack of books is for American history. We are going through the American Revolution now, and we're going to be learning about Sacagawea. We are using the Thinking Tree journals, so we're using this book to fill out our journals. So we have I Am Sacagawea. This comes after the American Revolution, of course, but I Am Sacagawea. We have Who Was Betsy Ross? What Was the Lewis and Clark Expedition? I found this one, Dolly Madison Saved George Washington. A Spy Called James. I think I shared this one last month. I haven't read this one yet. as Polka James, the true story of James Lafayette, a Revolutionary War double agent. And then we have just found this food and recipes from the Revolutionary War. Next, I just found 2 books. Recently, I took my daughter to the African American History Museum, one of the Smithsonian's. And if you get the opportunity to go there, please go. It's an amazing, amazing museum. But as we're in the museum, we learn about, they have an exhibition or about Emmett Till. So they have a memorial room for him there. And she got very interested in learning about him and what I being ignorant as I am, I didn't know his story. So I found this book in the library, A Wreath for Emmett Till. It is a poem dedicated to him. And the next one is How to Build a Museum. And this is Smithsonian National Museum of African American History. So how the African American History Museum was built. And we might not read this whole book, but we use it a lot to look at pictures and just to see how it was built. And it's an amazing place. If you've never been there, you must go if you ever are in the DC area. Next, we're gonna keep kind of going through, my daughter wants to keep learning about amazing women in history. And so I found this book, Just Being Audrey, story about Audrey Hepburn. Okay, and she lived during World War II, during the Nazis. So this is perfect for what we're studying. This one we still have from last month is Helen's Big World, The Life of Helen Keller. We have this one, Girls Who Rocked the World, Heroines from Joan of Arc to Mother Teresa. So we're just going to pick a couple of the stories in here. She wants to keep learning about important women in history. And then this one is by Chelsea Clinton. She Persisted Around the World. This is 13 Women Who Changed History. So it's a short, really short kids stories about women in history. So this might be a good one, easy one to read with Mia. It's beautifully done. By Chelsea Clinton. Very cool. The next stack of books I have here are books for my little one. My husband is usually the one, he reads a lot with him at night, and I read during the day with him. Just got a couple books here, kind of with us, some of them with a spring theme. We got a level 1 National Geographic Kids about cats. It's really cute. And the good thing is about this is level 1, so he can start really easy for him to understand. And some of the words he can read, not all of them, but. Then we'll have this one, Fledgling by Robert J. Blake. Okay, it's about a little bird. Those are great picture books. Next we have by Kevin Henkes. I think that's how you say his name. It's called Birds, illustrated by Laura Dronzek. So I can show you the pictures. This is our little picture book. Next one I have, he picked this one at the library. My daughter helped him find it. Real Rescue Dogs by, Paw Patrol. So this is cute if your kid is interested in loves Paw Patrol. So it shows them like the Paw Patrol Marshall, and then a real dog that's like Marshall. The fire dog, so the police dog like Chase. It's really cute. Like Rubble. Okay, so it's a really cute book. This one we have Zooborns. It's really cute. Zoo babies from around the world. Kind of an animal theme here. That's how cute these pictures are. Look at this. Cute. And then the last one, we just have a Animal Planet, Animal Bites Farm Animals. So really good books just to learn facts about animals for little ones or for older kids. But I think my daughter helped him pick this one at the library yesterday. So thank you so much. These are the books that we're going to be reading. We tried to go through all these books. Like you saw some of the books from last month. You probably saw again. We read about one a day. After we do our read aloud, then we do the read aloud that we pick for our arrow guide. Then we do we've been reading for books for our unit study of the Holocaust, and we just pick a book about some of the the books that we have, extra books that we have to read. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check the ladies' channels below so you can see what Lindsay, April, and Lee picked for their morning basket. I can't wait to see what they picked for this month. And I will see you all really soon. Bye.